It was a very proud moment for me, and I think that made me believe in myself more, and I can actually do this for real. Hi, my name is Neishea Lemle, and you're watching the Glam Gap, brought to you by Clinique. My journey into the industry was quite an interesting one. I lived in New York, and I worked in fashion on the corporate side. A friend of ours was a producer and director, and she asked us to do her short film. She was like, "You guys just cute, do the film." I was like, "Okay." So I did that. I loved it, and I realized at that moment, this is what I want to do. So from there, I was still working full time, then started styling on the side, assisting and then doing celebrities. Then I moved back to LA, doing more celebrities, and then I got into doing TV and film on the non-union side, building my contacts, building my reputation, building my strengths and my skill set. And then I finally moved over to the union and have been working ever since. So it's been like a good 10-year journey. My creative process is when I'm working with individuals as a personal stylist. I usually speak with them, find out their personal style, their style influencers, what they like, what they don't like, what they like about themselves, what they don't like, what they like to accentuate. I do a little research on them and kind of see their style evolution, what worked, what didn't work, and then kind of create a mood board from our conversation. We talk about what that vibe is, and then I build a board, and then I kind of go from there. Most times my clients let me just kind of go wild. I have that about me, I like to add a little detail, a lot of funk, a lot of personality. So I'm very non-traditional in the way that I style and the elements I bring to the table. So that's how I kind of get my process started. My favorite style moment, I would say, would be the 2019 Emmys, where I dressed Eris Baker, who was an actress on This Is Us. That was my ultimate favorite moment. I think because we took a traditional style dress and then kind of freaked it. It was very euphoric, and the makeup. I had bought a headpiece, and we were at the last minute putting additional rhinestones on it. Something in that moment was this isn't right. I had previously bought some trim, and so we had 10 minutes before we had to go downstairs, and had my sisters with me and the hairstylist, and we sewed it on her head in 10 minutes. It was a beautiful day. We got on all the best dressed lists, and she was so happy, and it was a very proud moment for me, and I think that made me believe in myself more, and I can actually do this for real. I feel we're starting to get a little bit of footing, but I know that there could be more. We need to hire more Black people, more Black creatives. We need to support Black entrepreneurs. We need to make sure there's access for Black people to have the opportunities. I think that there are so many different talented people in the world, and especially in low-income areas. There's so much talent there, and they don't have access to be in the industry or know how to start and who to talk to or what the first steps are. As we move forward, we can include more mentorship programs, we can include more scholarship programs, and even more paid internships. I think if we hire more people, that's how brands can start being more inclusive in adding that Black perspective to their brands. I think brands can work with up-and-coming Black creatives and putting them in the room, giving us a chance to have a say, to have our ideas being seen, being represented across all aspects of the brand, especially on the creative side, and actually being listened to. As Black creatives start to create their own content, it's let's hire our own people. Let's hire people, let's teach them, let's get them in, let's train them. And so with that, I think more opportunity will arise. Black culture has always been in the forefront of fashion. We've always made something out of nothing. And I think that Black culture, hip hop, we influence the masses. When you see cornrows, when you see bamboo earrings and name chains, and you think that, well, before in the 80s, it was kind of seemed like it was a ghetto thing. But now you see it on all the celebrities, Black and white. You see it everywhere. Everything that we start, you see it get on trend in the high fashion magazines or in the white spaces. When they say it's great, then it becomes a thing. But we've been doing it for years. If we take Dapper Dan, for example, how he created the whole culture of Louis Vuitton and Gucci and kind of, took their fabrics and gave us our own style. And then they took it from him, and then now he's working with Gucci because they know that how impactful that was even in the 80s. That has come back full circle. So I think Black culture is fashion.